I know a lot of people were expecting me to talk about the trans people in this video. I'm not. That's a lie. I am. Listen. Hey guys, just a short little PSA as we get into today's video. I don't mean to hurt your feelings, okay? This video is not meant to hurt anybody's feelings. I myself was diagnosed with PTSD and major depression um, a couple of years ago. Apparently, I've been living with PTSD for the better part of my entire life. And I had no idea. I thought that everybody got explosive diarrhea whenever they went into a room with more than 5 people. I didn't know. So, my aim here is not to upset anybody, not to offend anybody. I understand that what I'm saying is going to be taken offensively. And if that's you, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. But having this experience personally, I kind of feel like it would be beneficial for somebody, whoever out there, to hear this message. One question that I get asked a lot is, why am I still single? Which is wild as hell, because it's not like I could put a gun up to somebody's head and be like, you my nigga now. Like, that doesn't even make any sense. But while there are several answers to that question, one of the things that I have that might make others a little bit distraught. Uh, I have night terrors. I don't know when they started. I don't know for how long I've had them, but I do get night terrors. I will wake myself up screaming, crying, most of the time both, sweating, shaking. I've woken myself throwing up once. That was right after my daddy died. That is something that I have had for a long time, that I will probably continue to have for a long time until I can resolve the other multitude of issues that's going on with me. Here's the thing. I don't have overnights. And I know, like, I always kind of dance around the whole sex subject. I'm not going to do that just because it's going to make this video entirely way too hard to do. But I don't let niggas stay the night, and I don't stay the night at other niggas' houses. I don't do that. I have night terrors. I'm gonna scare you. Then what? Then what we finna talk about? So part, not whole, but part of the reason why I'm still single and why I'm not interested in having a boyfriend girlfriend type of relationship with anybody or whatever is because that's one of the reasons why, is because I have night terrors. And how close can you really get to somebody without even spending the night? I never know when they're going to happen. I don't know. Sometimes I will go months without having them. Sometimes I will go weeks with having them every single night. It's just the quirk I have. But that's one of the reasons why I don't get into relationships, is because, not the reason, again, this is not the reason, but one of the reasons why I don't get into relationships is because we can't form a solid connection if I'm not letting you stay the night. Editing Bay Ritha here. Sorry for just a real quick little PSA thing. I'm gonna do another video. I did send this video to my therapist. I sent this video to my therapist, and she was like, let's explore some of these things, because she knows about all of it, but like, she's like, let's explore, because you've been telling me this entire time that you have been happily single. I've been telling my therapist for the last 2 years I am happily single. That's not true. But I wanted to come on here really quickly to say that when I say that you can't form a strong connection with someone unless you're sleeping with, like, still being sexually active, but you're forcing me to get another room, you're not wanting me to spend the night, we have a great connection in all these other areas, but you're doing this weird shit to where you're not going to stay the night at my house. That's what I'm talking about. We have dug deeper. we are still digging deeper. And I will be putting out a video here pretty soon. Going over some of them things. So, yeah. Make sure you're subscribed so you can see the shit show that's my life. We ain't going on no vacations together. We're gonna have to get 2 separate rooms. Like I'm being completely serious. Nobody's gonna put up with that shit. You know? So it's one of the reasons why I don't date. Now, my issues have absolutely nothing to do with the next nigga. Okay? My problems, my night terrors, my anxiety, my cold sweats, my vomiting, my inability to have people touch me and not in a sexual context, that none of those are your problem. None of them. None of that is your problem. That's all me. That's all me. So I try very, very hard not to put myself into positions in which I'm going to have to explain something that I'm not willing to explain, or have to like go into the whole thing. Dealing with having to wake up next to somebody screaming and crying every time that you go to their house. That's going to cause issues. That's going to cause problems. Now, you might be thinking, oh, okay, well, you know, somebody, the right one will, you know, put up with that or whatever. There are over 8 billion people on this planet. You expect me to go through everybody just to find the one motherfucker that will tolerate me screaming in the middle of the night? Honey, I have shit to do. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I don't have time for that. I'm sorry, I don't. If you have the time for that, if you have someone that is willing to put up with your issues, your mental health issues, then that's great. That's wonderful. Lean on them, and that those people are your rock. Those are the people that are going to be there to help you through all of this stuff. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about hashtag no new friends. I mean, I'm so sorry, but no new friends. I'm not gonna sit up here and you know, have to go over the entire thing with my mental health issues with every single nigga that I fuck around with, because y'all niggas ain't shit any motherfucking way. Another reason why I don't date, and this is completely off topic and I don't care, but another reason why I don't date is because none of y'all are my daddy, and not in a Freudian way. None of y'all is my daddy. My dad was the absolute best man that ever walked the face of this earth. I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. I'm not saying that he didn't make mistakes. He made mistakes. He made mistakes. Okay? But I never seen him make the same mistake twice. None of you niggas is like that. None. They don't make niggas like that no more. They just don't. My dad has never talked down to my mom. He has never called her up out of her name. If he did, he didn't do it in front of us. I'll tell you that. They ain't never yelled at each other in front of us. My daddy never cheated on my mom. My daddy never made any huge decisions without consulting my mother first. Y'all niggas be out there just doing whatever the fuck you want. But even after they divorced, my daddy took care of my mom. My daddy took care of my mom. What he did for her, I'm not going to get into, because that's her business. That's not for me to tell. But my daddy had us. All of us. Men aren't like that no more. They're just not. They're just not. Obviously, I'm not saying that, you know, there's not any men out there that don't do this and don't do that or whatever. And even if you do this and do that, you're fucking human. Okay? Like I said, my daddy made mistakes. I never seen him make the same mistake twice. That, and I'm so sick and tired of filling up everybody else's tank and don't nobody give a fuck about mine. So I'm busy. I'm doing shit. I'm doing what I need to do to make sure that my family and my life are set up in a way that we don't have to worry about shit. I don't have time to explain to you about all of my fucking issues. I don't. Especially when all you gonna do is just fuck me over any damn way. I'm not finna do all of that. So yeah, so that's basically all I'm saying is don't make your problems everybody else's problems, okay? Learn to heal you, learn to fix you, and all of that. And I know a lot of people were expecting me to talk about the trans people in this video. I'm not. That's a lie. I am. Listen, I don't believe in the whole trans thing. You're not trans. You're suffering from a mental issue called body dysmorphia. Just because they took it out of the DSM does not mean that it's still not a thing. They can take schizophrenia out of the DSM. That does not mean that schizophrenia is not a mental illness. It is. So, forcing other people to use your pronouns, the pronouns that you're comfortable with, that's an infringement on somebody else's life. You can't do that. That's your mental health issue. It's not theirs. It's not mine. It's nobody's but yours. If you want to be around other like-minded people, there's plenty of groups that you can join and all of that stuff. It's great. It's wonderful. Blair White is one of my favorite 2A activists. Dead ass. And they suffer from body dysmorphia. They're not considered a they, but you know, Blair was born a male at birth and does not look like it at all. But that still does not take away from the absolute fact that these people are suffering from body dysmorphia. You cannot push your mental illness and the conditions for your mental illness on me. You can't do that. You can't do that. People that suffer from anorexia or bulimia, they know that they have to stay away from certain triggers. They can't they can't walk into a restaurant and say, hey, I need you guys to only serve this, and I need everyone to only eat this around me, because if I see anything else, I'm going to get triggered. Nobody fucking does that. Your mental health issues are not anybody else's problems but yours. I'm sorry if that makes you feel bad. That's it. Bye.